Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, with one of many videos available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this recording, we'll be showing you the HSR option of HM roughing. If I were to open up my operation that I have over here, you can see we have a new option called HM roughing. The target is the same as before. The tools the exact same way it was chosen before, and our constraint boundaries also the exact same way it was before. Now, the options of HM roughing are seen in passes. If we were to open up passes, you can see we have three different types of step overs. One called core, cavity, and HM spiral. Let's first start off with core. Core is made specifically for parts that are in a core situation. For example, if we take a look at the part on our screen, you can see that the part is exactly a core part, meaning it can be cut from the outside. There's no pockets here involved at all. Everything is from the outside with an island in the middle sticking up onto the part itself. That's a core. Now, we'll have the step down every 5 millimeters, and let's run our simulation. If we take a look at the simulation, and I'll do it slowly, you'll see that the part is being cut from the outside as shown from the tool path itself. And every single step, it goes down and then works its way from the outside in. We can also see this using Solid Verify. You'll see that the part is being cut from the outside in at each level. Finishing that level, it then goes to the next level, always working from the outside in to that core, making for a nice efficient cut in this particular case. Now, another option we have are for parts that are cavities, where all we have is just a pocket in the part, such as shown over here. So if I were to go into the operation and go directly to passes, you can see we have the option of cavity. Again, we have our step down, and you'll also note that we have here something else called step down type constant and constant and flat. And we'll get into that in a few moments. Let's just take a quick look at the simulation of the part. You'll see that the tool will go in exactly in the middle and then work its way towards the outside, giving for a nice efficient cut exactly in the middle of the pocket every single time, and then working its way towards the outside. Taking a quick look at the part using Solid Verify, you can see the exact same thing. It goes into the middle of the part and then works its way to the side at every single level that it's working in, to the middle and then to the outside of the part itself. Now, one more option we have is HM spiral. If we take a look at the part that we see on the screen, you'll see that this part is not a complete core area, as it has areas that are coming from the outside over here, but there are walls on the outside. So it's not a complete core area. And it's also not a complete cavity as well, because this is like a pocket over here that's open, however, on one side. You'll also note that in this particular case, we have a flat area over here that is exactly 20 millimeters from the top over here. So let's take a look at the option that we've used over here of HM spiral. We'll open up the operation and we'll go directly to passes. In this particular case, as I said, I've used the option of HM spiral. Now note, my step down in this particular case, I've used 6 millimeters. So if the step from here to this flat area over here is 20 millimeters, that means it will not, the exact step down of every 6 millimeters will actually pass by that step over there. We'll take a look exactly what happens when it gets to that area. Also note the actual tool path itself. You'll note that the way it starts working, and I'll take a look from the top area itself, from the top of the part, you'll see that it'll first start working from the areas outside, clearing it away. And now the moment it can start doing a spiral cut, which is why it's called HM Spiral, it'll start working in an efficient spiral tool pass around the part. Finishes that area, then it'll go down to the next level as well. And then again, work in a spiral cut to complete that area when it can get to the area of working a complete spiral. Now, let's speed this up to the very end. And let's take a look at the side view of the part. You'll note that we have our down steps over here. You can see this one here, and this one here. And then we have the next one over here. Note there on the flat area, there is no pass at all. In other words, you have a lot of material left over on this step over here. So for that, we have the option of step down type. And instead of using constant, we can use the option called constant and flats. Constant and flats will recognize any flat area in between, such as that 20mm step down, and clean that particular step as well. Let's take a look at the simulation after we calculate the part. Now you'll see in the simulation that it's working on each level. Now let me stop it over here. You'll note that at this point it passed that step. But once it finishes this step over here, it'll actually now go back after this area over here is cleared and clean this area as shown over here, cleaning that step, and then continue down to the next level. For more videos on SolidCAM Professor, please go to our website, www.solidcam.com, and look for the tab called SolidCAM Professor. Thank you for joining us on SolidCAM Professor. Take care and have a nice day.